Hey, beautiful souls. So, today this has been on my heart. I just got back from a community meeting, and the topic was one human family. I'm going to save the discussion that we had in this group for later. I really want to talk about gaslighting. Okay, and I looked it up, and I never really knew the backstory behind it, but this is important. So, I'm going to read it to you because I'm not the only one that goes through this or has been through this, but to be aware and to know and just to, be like, ugh, these people are still doing the same shit, just, ugh. But this can fuck with your psyche. It can psychologically mess you up, and this is what these people's intentions are. Okay, so, let's get over here. You may have come across the term gaslighting while casually scrolling on TikTok or an Instagram infographic and wondered if it's happening to you. The origins of the word gaslight come from a 1944 film by the same name, In Gaslight. A woman starts to suspect her new husband might be intentionally trying to make her seem out of her head when she notices strange things occurring, including gaslights that always appear to dim on their own. When the woman Paula Ingrid Bergman tries to confront her partner, he questions her sanity. The film was popular at the time and remains a zitsy topic of conversations, as it resonates with people who have been made to question their reality by employers, partners, friends, partners, or even medical physicians. Gaslighting is about one person trying to gain control of someone else, says board-certified behavioral analyst Rina B. Patel. It's breaking down someone's trust and using their vulnerabilities to dismiss them and make them confused about what they think is really happening. Guys, this is so real and it's so disgusting. That's what makes gaslighting unique and deeply damaging. It's an attempt to get you to doubt yourself, your surroundings, and those you trust. It can make you feel like you're losing your mind or that you're all alone, and it's a common tactic used by abusers in relationships, losers in relationships. Okay. Alright, if you think someone in your life might be pushing you to question your reality or simply want to learn how to spot common tactics, read on to discover what gaslighting is, why it happens, what it looks like, and what to do if you find yourself being gaslit per relationship experts. Guys, this could be happening at your work. This could be happening with your partner. You may, after we get through talking about this, you may realize things may trigger you because I've been gaslit most all my life, and when you're under the influence, people take advantage of your vulnerability and you're just being under the influence. They like to mess with you. I'll say this: I've had a couple exes literally collaborate with family members and neighbors in my community, to where, like, my family member knew my triggers, what I would be paranoid about, an active addiction like white vehicles, and it was awful, and this family member of mine, I'm not going to state who he is. It breaks my heart, but I've learned to accept it. I've waited for a minute for him to take accountability and to own up to it. But this family member collaborated with neighbors to gaslight me, to come into my home, to move things around, to make me question my sanity. It got really bad, and this is why I'm sharing it, because I want you guys to be aware of this. You're not crazy. You're not. And God does have a wonderful place for people like this, As it says, what is gaslighting? As mentioned, gaslighting describes making statements or actions to compel someone to question their reality in order to gain control over that person or shift blame away from yourself to avoid accountability. Ugh. Or really, when someone knows that, you seek clarity or truth, but they are too selfish to give you that clarity or that truth. They gaslight you, they ignore you, they respond with one-worded responses. It's the devil, this is evil people. And don't think for a second, if this has happened to you or is going on in your life, don't think for a second these people's lives is perfect right now. It's not, okay? But it took me getting sober and clean to learn about this stuff, and just to be like, I've had so many aha moments. It says, okay, it can happen at work too. You'll have envious or people that they think that you're in competition with them, so they'll understand what you're asking them if you need help or need a little bit extra training, and they will be like, huh, what, and they know what you're implying, they know what you're asking, but they want to gain control of you, of your site. But this is why I'm on here, this is why I'm making this video, because I want you to be aware of this, and I want you to guard yourself, and just to see it, so that you're aware of it. But people do this, and it's sad, but it's reality. It's a sickness that people have. People there are people in your lives that will think that they're in a competition with you, and you don't even know that you're in that competition. Okay? Or people that have betrayed you and cannot even get the balls up to face you or meet you in person and tell you what they've done, or they've lied so much about you to people, yet they'll never approach you. They're scared to even confront a conversation with you because they know that they lied and lied and lied on you, And then when you go to try to question them or ask even about your children, you get one-worded responses, negativity. This is a sickness within these people. They know that they're guilty and they refuse to take accountability. A lot of these people will take these lies to their grave, But right now these truths are surfacing, and I'm learning that, and I want you to know this too. These people that have collaborated against you for years, and I'm not just speaking for myself because this happens in a lot of people's lives, to rob you, destroy you, deem you incompetent, to make you question your sanity, your reality. These are selfish, egotistical people that only care about themselves, and really in actuality they don't even care about themselves, because if they understood the laws of the universe and how karma truly works, they're jeopardizing their bloodlines for generations and generations to come. But there are a lot of people that they get tormented and gaslit to the point, and I know people that they lost their minds. They committed suicide. It's awful, and the people that have caused this, they have no soul. They walk around, their hands, their bloody hand, they're just evil, This is why it's so important, y'all, because, like, my ex literally would move things around, or, he collaborated with people to where they would put things in my house to make me question and be paranoid, and and they would laugh about it, and they would joke about it, and But let me tell you this right now. The people that have done this to you right now, they're miserable. Their lives, they are miserable. God has paid them back in ways that are their karma. Let me tell you this. And this is real. They're in relationships that they're disgusted to be in. They finally met their match in these relationships, that are these people that they've met after you are worse than you were. And and they're getting their karma. I'll tell you this though, with what's going on right now and justice that is being served and truths that are coming out, people are turning on people. And what they're doing is they're turning on people that have nobody to back them. They don't care about you, you know? A lot of these people are, they're switching sides. They're realizing that the collaborations and the people that they followed, you know, over lies, and they're losing. Those people are losing, you know. But the crazy thing about this is that these people, whoever had a hand in anything or even knew anything or heard of any of the abuse, they're all going down. Guys, gaslighting is serious. It's bullying. It's evil. So we're going to continue to read more because I'm learning a lot as I'm reading, you know. Gaslighting is a behavior someone does when they'd rather pin something on someone else rather than take accountability. And this makes sense to me because not once did my brother ever have a decent conversation with me, you know, telling me anything. He cut me off of my inheritance when I questioned the house that they went behind my back in Egypt and sold, that my father told me growing up it would be my home, you know. And he cut me off, and he went and he lied to so many people to the point where I had family members cut me off too, you know. This was the strategy that he used, and it's evil, you know. But it says gaslighting is a behavior someone does when they'd rather pin something on someone else rather than take accountability. This is exactly what my brother did. He made me, and it was crazy because I was still mentally, I was on a roller coaster because I was coming off drugs, you know. He took advantage of that. And he played with my mental. He made me believe that I did something, and for the longest time I didn't even know what the fuck I did, because he couldn't even be man enough to approach me and tell me what I did, because there was nothing that I did. He gaslit me, to steal from me, to rob from me, to make me look bad. He defamed my character. He robbed me, you know, and he took part in this, and it sucks because this is family, you know. This is why you can't let money is, the love of money is what's evil, not money. I'm here to bring this awareness because people need to understand that you're not crazy. You're not crazy at all. People are just pussies. Excuse my language. They are pussies, and they can't man up and take accountability for their collaborations and their garbage, their lies. And you know that if the shoe were on the other foot, you wouldn't have dared do anything of the sort to these people, you know. But this is why they take advantage of you and they abuse you, okay? It says their intention is to make the other person feel bad because the accused or the confronted just can't stand the discomfort of feeling that they're being criticized. Okay, it says a clinical psychologist. It's an abuse tactic that's most often used by the gaslighter as a defense strategy to protect their ego, Chang adds. Their intention is to make the other person feel bad because the accused or the confronted just can't stand the discomfort of feeling that they're being criticized. Gaslighting is different from simply lying, which also sucks because it's not just an omission of truth. It's an intentional attempt to confuse, shame, and manipulate the thoughts and reality of another person. Being lied to is always hurtful, but gaslighting can be destructive. Y'all, it's worse. It's worse. And it's the same thing with Susan and Brad Allen when they would not explain to me why they took my son from my home, why they won't let me speak to him, why this, why that. They would never give me clarity, never give me answers. And the reason I know now is they gaslit me. They psychologically abused me. And they tormented me. And not for a second did they care about my well-being or my health. They intentionally tried to just, you might as well say, put me in the dirt, put me in the ground. And I know this now. It's sad, it's really, really sad that, but I've realized and I've learned that what's going on now is God knew about all of this. God knew that everybody is put in your life for a specific reason, okay? God knows how this show is going to go, okay? God knows what the ending outcome is going to be. These people don't even know what's coming for them, They have no idea, but God does. That's why you have to leave all the control and put all your faith in God, especially if you are pure and your intentions are pure and you're not out to destroy and destruct people. But y'all, this video is very important because this happens, okay? Just know that if somebody like my daughter's father, okay? There have been many times, and these are examples, and these are real life examples. There have been many times that I tried to get through to him and explain to him that it's about our daughter. It's not about his the animosity or the anger that he's made up and fabricated all this shit. In all actuality, all these years, the reason that I left was because he used to beat the shit out of me. The reason that I left was because his family wanted me to get an abortion. Okay, these are truths that it's also with narcissists. The narcissists do not like to be called out. They will do anything and everything to destroy you if you are speaking your truth. This is why, y'all. But in that scenario, I will tell you this. His karma is being dealt with, and it's coming from someone I think he had a suspicion, and it sucks that I'm learning about what's going on, and these people don't come and talk to me and, just own it, because they're, like I said, pussies. But, it's one of those things that, you have to leave it to God. It sucks though, because you can have been in a relationship where you got your ass beat, and narcissists especially are the worst at this. They will act like they are perfect, like they never did anything wrong, and they will make up so much stuff about you. They will literally ruin the relationship that you could have possibly had with your children over lies, and just so that they don't get called out and their truths, they don't want to be seen. They care so much about what people think about them. They lie so much that they believe their own lies. You get what I'm saying? Confirmation. But yeah, and the only responses back from him, this is part of gaslighting, is, oh, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about, Just like Susan Allen, when I try to ask about my son, see how he's doing, her tactics are so played out. She's like, fine. Oh, you're crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, it sucks that people are like that, but I'm just so grateful and blessed that I'm learning this, because a year and some ago I didn't know, and they milked it, y'all. They put me through some shit, but right now I can promise you they're going through their karma, and My ancestors don't play about me. My ancestors do not play. Gaslighting is dangerous. It's destructive. People die. They commit suicide. They are deemed incompetent. Their inheritances are getting stolen. People are stealing houses that are left for them, stealing them downright. They play on your kindness, on your heart. It sucks when you find out it's your own biological mother that took part in this too. You know, I'm learning so much, and I'm just so glad and grateful that that I'm clean now, and that it's like this whole entire journey has been preparation for me to get all these truths and be able to still stay grounded and continue to live and become a better version of myself, you know. It sucks, it does, but it is what it is. You know, I'll tell you this, God is doing things for me because I didn't play dirty. My whole life I've not played dirty against anyone. I never played God. I treated people fairly. This is who I am, you know? I don't go out of my way to hurt people. Never have, never will. Nobody could ever turn my heart hard. Nothing can break me. Y'all, I know now that I'm special. And I get my purpose, and I get that I've had to go through all this stuff so that I can be here right now and share it with you guys. But I want y'all to seriously listen to me and take my advice, you know. People are sick in this world. They really are. So, we have determined that gaslighting is more destructive and more it can really screw you up a lot more than a lie, okay? And it sucks when adults are teaching children how to gaslight. God, it sucks, you know? But guess what, y'all? These people are being seen for who they are. And finally, for the first time in my life, I walk, sleep, breathe my truth and who I genuinely am. I am unconditional love, and I am a truth speaker, and I will speak it till the day that I die. Okay? And these corrupt people, these hateful people, these egotistical people, these liars, guys, God is awakening people's consciences so that when they are having to pay for their karma, they're actually having to feel it. And a lot of these people are starting to feel sorry and feel regret about the things that they are doing or have done to you. And they're starting to feel that regret. But where they messed up at was that instead of questioning you, they went along with the crowd. Guys, the evil villains don't win in the end. They don't. Liars lose. Corruption, false foundations, they fall. Don't give up. Don't lose faith. Keep your head up. I'm not giving up, you know. I speak about this stuff because it upsets me, you know, but I'm not stupid. It's aggravating sometimes. And it's just like, come on, haven't we grown through this childish shit, you know? But yeah. And then it says they dismiss your needs. In any relationship, it's important for each party to get their needs met. But when someone is being gaslit, the gaslighter will often accuse their partner's need for support and care as them being needy or clingy. Alright. In a work relationship, this tactic might show up as the gaslighter claiming a request for a raise is unreasonable, even when the employee has proved themselves worthy, or denying time off by making the person feel guilty for needing a break. Okay, this one, the next one that we're about to get into, is my favorite because it explained a lot to me. And guys, I want y'all to learn with me. You know, nobody deserves to be abused. You are worthy. You are loved. God, I love you. You know, I love you. Fuck what they said about you. No, I'm just kidding. No, really, screw what they said about you. It's gotten to the point where if I want to know something about you, I'm going to ask you. I don't care what anyone else says about you. Okay? Alright, so. Number 2, they withhold information. These people are getting busted right now. They're getting drugged through the mud. Okay? Withholding describes when a gaslighter pretends they don't understand the reason for a conversation or refuses to talk about it at all. Yeah, it really sucks because everybody that is in my life or was in my life in Alabama, like the people that have custody of my child illegally, the people that changed my son's last name illegally without my permission, my brother that stole my inheritance, my mother that stole my home. Let's see, the list goes on. Illegally. Documents being signed and not me signing them illegally. They withheld information from me. This is gaslighting, guys. This is gaslighting. So it says withholding describes when a gaslighter pretends they don't understand the reason for a conversation or refuses to talk about it at all. My son, knowing the truth and knowing what's going on with the collaborating and him not, well, he was parroted. Money is an evil thing, y'all. Money's so evil. Alright, anyways. So, withholding describes when a gaslighter pretends they don't understand the reason for a conversation or refuses to talk about it at all. Okay, when they don't want to talk about it, it's because they are guilty. Period. You're not dumb. You're not crazy. They are guilty. They wronged you. Period. Alright. Alright. Or when you send court papers to a judge and you get denied, they get sent back to you 3, 4, 5 times because something on the piece of paper wasn't done correctly, but they know exactly what you're trying to do when it comes to reaching out to your child to see how he's doing. But the family court in Lee County, Alabama, and in Macon County ignore you. That is gaslighting, and it's bad when it is the judicial system, y'all. It is the court systems that are doing this. And God has a special place for them too. There are, okay, let's see. This gets good, you know, because it grounds me to know just this information, you know. It really does. You're not crazy, okay? You're aware, and that's what they don't like. You know things that they don't want people to know. You know too much. That's exactly. You know way too much. Confirmation, gosh. But God is watching and hearing and listening to you. Every time you cry, every time you shed a tear, He hears you. He knows that you're speaking the truth. He knows you are the truth. You know? You are worthy. Alright. So that was a good one. What are some common examples of gaslighting? There are some tried and true tactics that people use to gaslight others. Here are a few that you can learn to recognize according to the experts. Guys, these are tips. I'm trying to help you out here, okay? Alright, so we already read about they dismiss your needs. They withhold information. It says it's don't understand the reason for, okay, withhold describes when a gaslighter pretends they don't understand the reason for a conversation or refuses to talk about it at all. It's a form of dismissal, she says, and afterwards they'll often try to change the subject. Yeah. They deny they've hurt you. Okay, they try to put the blame on you. When, on numerous amounts of times, you've owned up and took accountability and you cried and you screamed and you hollered for dear life for their forgiveness, but they didn't care. Okay? Not once did they care. And I'm not going to cry because I've healed from this. I'm sharing it because I want to help you heal too. Okay? When they deny harming you and refuse to take about accountability for their actions, that's a prime example of gaslighting. Oftentimes they'll blame someone or something else. For example, they might claim that your friends and family are trying to turn you against them, or that in fact you're the one gaslighting them. Okay? Guys, you're probably the most sanest one out of everyone. You know? You probably are. I'm learning that I am. Okay. And then number 4, they claim to have forgotten entire events and statements. Guys, you want to know something? The more clear-headed I get and the more sober I get, I remember things. Okay? And it's like putting a puzzle together, and it's like, it's amazing. So what on earth? I would never go back to getting high or getting drunk, ever, because this is a blessing to remember these things, you know? So don't ever go back to what destroyed you. Fuck that. Forgetting is related to denial, but it's a bit more specific than that, says Laura Rutledge, a licensed mental health counselor. When a gaslighter is using it as a tactic, they're denying entire events and statements, and sometimes things they said were minutes ago. Again, as a way to make you question what you know to be true. You know, in the beginning of this journey, I did message a couple people, and I was like, look, I know what happened. I know what you did. I forgive you. And they turned around, and they were like, I don't think you're in your right mind. That right there is when you block them, guys. You block them because they took part of the collaborations. They took part of the abuse. God will show you the snakes. It just sucks because, you know, with the type of heart that I have, I want these people to change. I want them to do better. Because a lot of these people know better, you know? And when you know better and you're not doing better, I hate to say it, but you're only going to dig your hole deeper. And, but yeah. I had a guy tell me this before. Okay, I'm going to read this out. They weaponize love. Like other abusers, a gaslighter will often claim that the only reason they're acting this way is because they love you so much, or that they are the only person in the world that loves you. They might even say, if you really love me, let me do what I want. As a way to avoid accountability and get you to agree to their demands, gaslighters weaponize love to distort what kind of love you think you deserve, and also to further isolate you from others who can help. You know, I dated some awful people, but at the time, you know, I was not healed. I was under the influence. But these people, I remember one, and I'm going to call him a demon. He'd be like, you know, no one will ever love you like I do. But guess what this demon did? He made sure I lost everything. Everything. And this is more than one person that I dated. Made sure I lost my kid. Made sure I lost my home. Tried to make me lose my sanity. try to defame my character. Tried to, but in the process, all his skeletons fell out the closet, and it's becoming more than he can bear at the moment. And none of that's my business. But yeah, guys, people will tell you that no one will ever love you like they do. And if anyone ever tells you that, there's a sickness in that human being, and you do deserve better, okay? You do. Ooh. And, this person, what he would do is he would be great to my face, but then to complete strangers or people I didn't know that, were in our little social groups or whatever, he would go and talk and make up all these lies and shit and have these people believing stuff about me. For instance, if I didn't go pick him up when he wanted me to pick him up, or give him money when he wanted me to give him money, he would make up all these lies and have all these complete low vibrational people, way lower, okay, come up against me and just talk about me, and they didn't even know who I was. Narcissism's real too. Y'all, thanks for listening. I'm really just trying to bring awareness, and this helps me heal when I talk about these things, because I know, and I love the awareness, guys. It says, when gaslighters want to shift blame from themselves, they'll often not only dismiss your complaint, but divert the conversation to talk about something they claim you've done. It's not our first rodeo, is it? They might bring up something that happened years ago. And guys, right now, that's what's happening. People are trying to dig and dig and dig up dirt from years ago, make up shit, fabricate shit. And the right people are seeing right through them. The people that are awakened and are aware see right through them. But yeah, they will dig and they will dig, Let them dig. They're only digging their holes deeper. And it's crazy, especially when you have judicial corruption in your case, and they've illegally done things to you, to steal from you, take from you. They don't want a RICO. They will do anything so that they don't go down. But guys, they're going down. Mark my words. They are going down. Okay. Let's see. They use your vulnerabilities against you, okay? Let's talk about this.